It's time for the Breakaway, presented by Frontier Communications.
Christine, thank you so much for coming on today. We're so excited to have the captain here with us. Before we jump into the weekend's game and the semifinal, there's a clip that I found that I kind of wanted to show you just to illustrate what this team really is about.
Oh, no.
Christine, what a day for you guys. First win ever in Seattle. How does that feel?
No, I mean, it's huge for us, you know. Obviously, they're a big rival. We've struggled playing here throughout the past couple of years, but almost more importantly, you know, it keeps us in the title hunt. I don't know what to say about that. Did we ruin your vibe?
No, you didn't ruin my vibe. All right. Well, did you finish your sentence?
I finished it.
You made it through. Okay. Christine, gotta hand it to you. You got through your answer. I was the one that was thrown off.
Those two. It's always Lindsay and Sonnet.
See, I didn't realize that until I started watching back a lot of these interviews, and it's always Haran.
Yeah.
Doing video bombs in the background.
Yeah, Lindsay and Sonnet, you can never trust them. They're always behind you. Like, every time you're being interviewed, you never know what they're doing.
How much fun is this group, and how big have the relationships been this season to make you guys as good as you are on the field?
Yeah, I think we've come a long way. I mean, last year we had so many new faces, a new coach, and this year finally we had the continuation of a very similar roster, the same coaching staff, and we've been able to build those relationships on and off the field, and I think people are starting to finally see everyone's sort of individual personality come out, and yeah, we're hitting our stride at the right time of the year.
And how do you carry the momentum, the stride, into the final regular season game this weekend, and then you guys are right back at it for the semifinal the next weekend here at home?
Yeah, I think it's just day in and day out, you know, staying focused on the task at hand. It's a weird game this weekend, knowing that no matter what happens, we're #2 in the league and we're hosting a playoff game. So that's up to our coach to decide what he wants to do in terms of making sure everyone's fresh for that semifinal game. But yeah, we've had it all year, one day at a time, one game at a time. Last year, you know, we lost in that semifinal game. We don't want to see that happen again.
So before the semifinal, this weekend, Chicago, you guys have beaten them twice already this season. What's been the key to doing that, and how do you do it again this weekend?
I think we match up very well with them. They've got some world-class players, obviously up top, someone like Kristen Press, but our back line has been unbelievable this year, and they've pretty much shut down any forward that they've faced. So we match up well, and away in Chicago, we got off to a great start. I think we're up 2-0 after about 10 minutes, so that always helps. But any team coming into Providence Park, I think their backs are against the wall, knowing, you know, the environment that they face.
And when you have such a solid defensive line and goalkeeper setting a new NWSL
not bad
record, 11 shutouts on the season, what does that do for you as a striker up top?
Yeah, it just gives us a little bit more freedom. It gives you the capacity to take a few more risks, knowing you've got a tremendous team behind you. You know, some of our front players, you know, just trying things, coming off the page, knowing that if, you know, the ball happens to get taken away from you, we've got some tremendous people back there, and a pretty good goalkeeper too.
So I know it's one game at a time, but it's hard not to think ahead 1 week, because you're either going to be hosting Chicago, the team you play this weekend, or Orlando, who you played last week. Do you care who the opponent is, and does it help you guys to play those two teams right before the semi?
I think it does help in the sense that, you know, we hadn't played Orlando since the first game of the season, and obviously during that game they didn't have Marta, they didn't have Alex, so their lineup has changed a lot. And then Chicago, this will be the third time playing them. It's nice to sort of know what you're heading into, and you know, we have the advantage. You know, we're going to be playing at home, and you know, hopefully our amazing fans will make it a horrible place for the opponents.
So I know for you in particular, this semifinal back at home means a lot to you and was a goal from the start of this season. How motivated are you, and is this group to give the crowd here a win and to go on to the championship?
Yeah, it's, you know, I think our motto all year has been unfinished business, and just Yeah, that game last year was heartbreaking, the way we lost and actually the way we performed in that game. And we have the most amazing fans in the world, and I don't know, to leave them like that was very bitter. And we've been pushing ourselves all year to host this playoff game, and we refuse to be beaten that game, and hopefully that takes us to Orlando and another championship.
Well, we all are rooting for you ladies. Can't wait for the game this weekend and for the semifinal the following. Thank you so much for coming on
Thanks for having me
this week.